Um, just that, we started the game so well. Um, we had a pretty solid defensive game other than, giving up so many threes. I think when we know they got so many guys out there that shoot the ball well, um, knowing what the protection that we have in the paint, we just need to be much more aware of that and run guys off the line more often than we did tonight. We give up 18 threes, today in this league is going to be hard to win. But beyond the threes, I think once it got to maybe the 4.5 minute mark, where the game is going to be decided, I think we had too many lapses, on both ends of the floor. I had a pocket pass turnover. I missed a free throw on one of their main actions, with their two-man game. They came, Jokic was going over the top, and we talked about going over the top. He popped back, Whiteside going under, he popped back, hit a big three. So I think just across the board, all of us included, when the game was being decided, we just had too many lapses, on both ends of the floor, and we put ourselves in a position where it was going to be hard to, come back from it. I think it was like 97 and 90, 2 minutes left, with them feeling good about what they were doing. So I think just the threes and when the game was being decided, we weren't sharp enough on either end.
Did you feel like you kind of lost an opportunity early when they had Jokic out with 3 fouls and you were only up 3 at the end of the first?
I mean, it's a long game. And even when Jokic isn't on the floor, they're still a super deep team, a talented team. Jokic's not out there. You still got Millsap and Mace. And Mace does a lot of the things similar to what Jokic does other than shoot the ball. And they were still a really good team with him not on the floor. So I don't think it's that. I think just understanding that the game is so long and we can't go out there and play well in stretches, especially against a really good team like them. We got to, be sharp at all times. And, our letdowns hurt us, especially when the game was being decided, like I said.
What did you like out of Hassan?
I loved what he did tonight. I think that's what we all had in mind when he came here. It's like that's the type of presence that he was going to have. Being able to guard Jokic one-on-one, I've never seen anybody guard him by themselves that well, so consistently. How well he rebounded the ball, how he finished. I mean, he is a big dude. Long arms. It was just like what he was doing was really impressive. And I told him, during the game and after the game that that's the type of impact we're going to need from him every night.
Dave, what level are you comfortable with him, like offensively? Like I imagine you still have a ways to go before you're kind of figuring him out.
I mean, I'm pretty comfortable because I take the time. Like even in games, sometimes I'll take a step back when I'm calling plays and I'm, recognizing the defense's coverages. I recognize very early where I'll be able to find my spots if I decided I wanted to attack. But I'm really trying to figure out, where he's naturally moving to, where I could find him at, and stuff like that. Just trying to figure out the timing of where it wouldn't be. I wouldn't be putting him in a tough position. Like tonight, one time, it's a pass. I came off and I threw it really quick, and it was like a bullet. And it passed. Like I've told Nurk, like sometimes it's gonna be a slow bounce, sometimes it's gonna be a hard bounce, sometimes it's gonna be in the air, it's gonna be coming quick, just be ready to catch it. But it takes time. I threw it really fast, and it kind of like caught him by surprise. So I think just moments like that is, what we got to see on film, talk about it, and we'll get more comfortable in those situations as the season goes on.
Hey, Dan, do you
I wouldn't even call it a rivalry. I mean, I think in a rivalry, me and Thrill had a conversation during the game. I mean, I'm not the most friendly person when I'm playing or just trying to be mean. I just don't say nothing to the other team. But, me and Will had a conversation after the game. I saw guys shaking hands and, stuff like that. So we trying to beat them and they trying to beat us. But I wouldn't say it's a rivalry. I mean, we've played them one time in the playoffs and, that was that.
We saw Base's impact too, even though he didn't hit shots. I thought he gave you a lot defensively.
I mean, he had 5 steals. And, a lot of the times where you started to feel the energy in the building and we were going up and down and running, it was from plays that he was making, just getting his hands on balls, impacting the plays defensively. And even though he didn't make shots, that shots are going to fall.